Hey, my friends, Pastor David here with this week's Midweek Minute. We started a new series this past weekend called Battlefield. We're spending some time with 8 verses in Ephesians chapter 6, talking about the fact that every one of us, every day, individually and as a community of faith, are caught up in a battle. The challenge is that we have not necessarily understood who the enemy is. The culture that we live in right now suggests that the enemy is the other one, is the other person that doesn't agree with me or that doesn't see things the way that I see them. And we talked about the fact that that actually is a tool of the evil one. We are in a battle, but it's not me against you and you against me. The battle is against the very real forces of evil that's at work in the world, that is attempting to wage war against you and I, and against each other, and against the church that we are a part of. And we talked about the fact that the first step in being able to battle that is recognizing who the enemy is. Before we can put a battle plan together to deal with the struggle that is in our lives, to fight the battles that are in our lives, we have to be clear about who the enemy really is. And once we realize that the enemy is a supernatural power, is a power of evil, then we engage that in the supernatural ways. We're going to talk a little bit more about that this coming weekend. But for now, the challenge that I offered to you this week was to remember that the thing that the power of evil has no answer for is sacrificial love. The most profound example of that is the cross of Jesus Christ. That even death itself has to turn back at the power of sacrificial love. My challenge to us was to think about the different places of our lives where there might be a battle raging. Maybe it's at work. Maybe it's in your family. Maybe it's in the way you engage social media. Maybe it's in your neighborhood. Maybe it's something political. Wherever you feel like there's a battle raging, see about hanging a cross in that place. Maybe even wearing one, so that you can be reminded that whenever the power of evil is working, the best weapon, the weapon that the evil one has no answer for, is the power of sacrificial love. Instead of returning kind for kind, hate for hate, discord for discord, hurt for hurt, instead of returning it that way, respond the way Jesus did, with mercy and grace and sacrificial love. This coming weekend, as I mentioned, we're going to talk a little bit more about some actual tools that we can use to engage this supernatural battle with the evil one, the armor of God. I hope you can be with us, either at one of our online campuses or in person at one of our on-site worship services. Until then, remember, keep looking up, and I'll see you later.